Ravens Rundown by Chat Sports. Tyler Jones here. Thanks for joining us. On today's show, we will dive into our NFL Daily program here at Chat Sports, where we were asking people to send us their hot takes on anything around the National Football League. And we got a lot of hot takes on the Baltimore Ravens and some potential moves that they should make. We'll get into those in just a moment. Before we do that, though, I got to make sure you're subscribed to Ravens Rundown by Chat Sports. You ain't alive if you ain't subscribed, folks. No matter how big, no matter how small the move is, we're going to bring you a video whenever it happens here on the channel. We have our daily news and rumors segments. We're going to be live this Sunday for our watch party beginning at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. We will see you then. Subscribe now to Ravens Rundown. You'll be glad you did, and we'll get started with today's show. Hot take, Randy Gregory should go to the Ravens. Fishy man. I think you might be onto something here with this potential hot take of sending Randy Gregory to Baltimore. Look, the Baltimore Ravens are a very good football team. They're in the driver's seat to winning their division in the AFC North. But there's one glaring thing when you watch this Baltimore Ravens team that is kind of unlike Baltimore Ravens teams of the past. Their pass rush is okay. It's not bad, but it's not great. They could use some help. Randy Gregory, I think, would make a lot of sense for the Baltimore Ravens to potentially bring in. Can they work at the financials? That's another story. But the idea of bringing him to Baltimore, sign me up. Let's get Randy Gregory to the Baltimore Ravens. That sounds like a great idea, Randy. You're on to something. Who's going to end up signing Randy Gregory when it's all said and done? I know there's some questions about the character and all that, but what do you guys think? Tell me in the comment section where he signed. Ty writes in, hashtag hot take, hashtag fire Matt Canada. Oh, Canada, you dumb and stupid man. Is that how it goes? Is that how Sperry sings that song? I've heard it enough already to know. But Sperry, that's an original by his part. He's done a great job with that. Matt Canada is an awful offensive coordinator. He has done a piss-poor job. He has failed everywhere he's been. When it was at LSU, when he was at Maryland, now in the National Football League. That Pittsburgh Steelers offense is atrocious. And they have playmakers there, with George Pickens and company. Kenny Pickett, I think, can turn into a decent quarterback. You got Najee Harris. There's no reason for them to not be a solid offense. But Matt Canada is holding them back. If they lose this weekend, they might just fire Matt Canada. Yes, Matt Canada needs to go if the Steelers are going to do anything competitive. And I think that the Steelers' offense is going to get shut down by Baltimore this weekend, quite frankly, and that might be all she wrote for Matt Canada. Shock Universe says, hot take, Bill Belichick should be fired out of New England. Shock Universe, you're not the first person to bring up this possibility that the Patriots should fire Bill Belichick. And hear me out on this. I think that if they don't make the playoffs, he is done one way or the other. Now, they might make it look a little more classy, like he retired or forced to resign. I highly doubt they straight up outright fire his ass. But Bill Belichick, the game has passed him by. This week he suffered the largest defeat he's ever been handed in his entire 29-year head coaching career, dating back to when he was with the Cleveland Browns. Bill Belichick ain't the same coach that he was. And I know people are going to point to, without Tom Brady and all that, but Tom Brady's been gone for a long time now. This is not about Tom Brady anymore. This is about the entire roster that he's assembled. Belichick has failed as a head coach as of late. He's failed as a GM. The Patriots would be better off with Bill Belichick right now, as far as I'm concerned. Shaq University. Sark After Dark. I'm not very happy with Sark right now. He beat the crap out of my Kansas Jayhawks last week. But Sark, welcome to the chat, I guess. Dak isn't the answer for the Cowboys. He isn't good enough to lead them to the Super Bowl. There's been a lot of Cowboy fans that have been hating on Dak Prescott. And I got to tell you, I understand the frustration that he's not winning enough football games in the postseason. And his track record is just not that good when it comes to the playoffs. Believe me, I understand where you all are coming from. But Dak is good enough to get the job done. Sure, there have been times where he hasn't made enough plays for them to win football games. But for the most part, the issues that have held the Cowboys back from achieving their goals and getting farther along the postseason have been bigger than Dak Prescott. Dak is good enough. I like this Cowboys team a lot. Are they as good as San Francisco or Philly? Probably not, but they're right up there with Seattle among the top 3 or 4 in the NFC and got a good shot right now. And Dak's not the problem for this Dallas Cowboys team as far as I'm concerned. Can Dak Prescott take the Cowboys to the Super Bowl? White for yes, in for no. Weigh in. Tell us what you think in the comments section if Dak can get the job done or not. Today's show is sponsored by OddsR. Now, you may be wondering, what is OddsR? That's where I come in to tell you. OddsR is not a betting app, but what it is an AI technology service that recommends the smart bets that you should be making. Look, luck is not strategy. They don't take your bets. They make you better at betting. If you download OddsR and go to oddsr.com/NFL Daily, we here at Chat Sports and NFL Daily are going to give you a 30-day free trial. So you can check this out for yourself. And we have all these NFL games. And what you want to do is you want to look for the green values. Green means go. Red means bad. Those are the bets you want to avoid. And OddsR has got NFL games. They also do Major League Baseball, other sports as well. So you can find the best bets that you need to be making so you can get rich. OddsR.com/NFL Daily is where you can sign up for your 30-day free trial. Some of the notable ones this weekend got some value on the under in the Texans-Falcons game. Makes a lot of sense. Those offenses aren't too great. The Giants-Dolphins game, for the most part, looks like one you should stay away from. A lot of red on the screen in that one. Meanwhile, Green Bay and Las Vegas, look for the over in that game with the defense in particular with Las Vegas. Not very good there. Should be some points in that, over 44.5. Check out OddsR now. 30-day free trial just for viewers of NFL Daily at oddsr.com/NFL Daily. Terms and conditions do apply. All right, time for a couple more. Here's a GM Evan. He writes, hot take, Colts go 4-2 and trade for T. Higgins at the deadline for a playoff run. You have my full attention, GM Evan. The Colts have played above expectations so far through this season. Anthony Richardson has been better than I thought he was going to be in 2023. I would be surprised if they were a playoff contending team if they go get T. Higgins. Is it possible? Sure, it is possible. But, Evan, that would be a shocker. That would be a surprise to me if that all comes together. I think eventually the luck runs out. Things start to catch up for this Indianapolis Colts team. But if Anthony Richardson can get T. Higgins there as his top receiver, he'll be jumping up and down for joy. That's a game changer. Kirk is cold, says Danielle Hunter needs to be traded to the Ravens. Everybody wants the Ravens to get pass rushers. Needs some pass rush help. Danielle Hunter is a very good option. I love the way that he bounced back after the neck injury he had a couple of years ago, and he's played some great football. He's off to a good start to this year. The Vikings don't have enough money to pay everybody. I know that they had a short-term deal with Danielle Hunter they agreed to in the offseason, but that is not likely to be a long-term deal that they can get done. The Ravens, looks like that they're going to roll with what they got in the run game for now. If they make a move, I could very well see them going defense and Danielle Hunter being that potential option for Baltimore, so we'll see. Where will Danielle Hunter play by the end of the year? Will trade happen? He go elsewhere? Will he stay in Minnesota? Your chance to weigh in. Tell us in the comments section where you think he is going to go. Subscribe now to NFL Daily by Chat Sports for the latest news from across the National Football League. Make sure to join us coming up this weekend for our Red Zone whip-around coverage as well. It's live right here on NFL Daily by Chat Sports.